Good morning, ladies. How are we?
Good. How are you?
We're doing well. So
Good,
tell us quickly what the Brain Shop is.
We are a cognitive skills training center. So what we do is look at how people think, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses in terms of the cognitive skills.
So, Kris, how often do you go to the gym?
Why are you focusing on me for?
Kris, how often do you go to the gym?
6 days a week.
And how many hours do you train a day?
At least an hour and 30 minutes.
And that is exactly what this is. This is 6 days a week, 1 hour a day, where instead of training the muscles, we're training the brain muscle. So what people can't see, which is more important.
Yeah, no, you're right.
In our opinion.
I agree. Listen, growing up when I was younger, I felt like I may have a bit of ADHD. I believe I have a little bit of it.
Only when you were growing up?
Yeah, now even. Okay,
still
cool.
now he does. Yeah.
So let's run through what we've done overnight. We've taken a series of questions, about 65 of them home. We've answered them as honestly as we possibly could. Both Pretty Rossi and myself. We've answered 65 questions. We've then gone and sat in front of a computer, each of us, separately with headphones on, and gone through a really, what I want to say, difficult test.
It's called the Gibson test, right?
It is called the
So we've just done the Gibson test on some computers.
And it's just an array of questions. And
it's just sounds and memory. So what you were explaining, the 6 stages, right, that we went through?
So there are six core skills that any of us use to do anything. We are talking about attention, and then we talk about short-term memory, and that's your ability to keep the information just for a short period of time and then use it. We've got the long-term memory, where you store, your everything that you've known in your long-term memory. You've got your auditory processing, where you can distinguish between sounds.
Okay.
So if we look at your name, Pretty, then we would know it's P, R, E, and so on.
Okay.
And then we've got the visual processing, where your brain needs to think in pictures.
Can I just say, it is so difficult. There were sounds that we were listening to. There were pictures that we were looking at.
So now the 3 of us have done this test. And Kris, you've been saying for the past 2 days that if Rossi comes out the smartest, you're leaving the show.
I'm leaving the show.
Well,
Come on.
If we have
I've got a drum roll.
Look,
An overall
then
look.
we will have to say.
Wait, not the best.
No, you go bottom. Go
Third.
Go third. No,
Well,
we won't get offended. Don't worry.
Okay.
I wanna see your
And
results.
we want to be accurate, okay, as accurate as possible. So the way this is done is we're looking at average, and then we're looking at above average or below average.
Okay.
And then there are of course
Okay.
percentiles and all. So we are going to talk about. It's pretty much a tie between you guys, Kris and Ross.
Yes, we're both done.
Tie, because there are certain skills that Rossi's higher on, certain skills that you're higher on, but all in all, you've got this mixture of things that are above average, things below average, and something that's a little that needs quite a bit of training.
I don't want.
Like Rossi, long-term memory, lots of work needed.
Yeah.
Zero, Rossi, zero. So don't ever remember.
But his short-term memory is not good either.
It's not.
It's not, see?
Yeah,
also red.
yeah.
How's my short-term memory?
Let's see your short-term memory.
I've got to be
actually
better.
not bad.
I would have been better than Rossi.
It is a bit better than Rossi, but it's not really. Yeah.
Long-term how's my long-term?
Long-term is good.
See?
You've got a good long-term memory.
I remember everything.
So don't manipulate the conversation here.
Yeah.
You're manipulating it to make it look like you're better. We're both the same.
In certain things, yes. In certain things, you're better. In certain things, you're better.
But both logic and reasoning in the red.
Both of us?
With one percentile difference. Kris being 1% better.
I'm better again. I'm ahead of him. You should have put him last and then me.
Okay.
Well,
Over to Pretty Malik. Obviously, she said she was going to do the worst. I told you she'll just say that, but she'll do better than both of us because that's her personality.
But
it's true. I'm letting you know.
But I felt like I did horrible.
I know.
in a lot of cases, if you're, a perfectionist or something, you always feel that you're not doing good enough.
Exactly.
But you're actually doing well.
Okay.
How did she go?
Well, you did pretty well. Pretty well. So you've got actually quite a good processing speed, very high long-term memory, very high visual processing, perfect auditory processing. You've got very high auditory processing.
I listen.
And when it comes to word attack, that means your knowledge with words and how they formulate and all that. You've got Sorry?
Okay.
Rossi is the lowest at 38 and Kris is at 55. So pretty you way up there compared to the other two. So can you be the lead of the show maybe, do you think? Like,
He
is
is
that
the lead
really?
of the show.
So I'm the lowest at what?
In word attack, that means the knowledge of the word and how they formulate.
Can we go through what Rossi is at the lowest at?
Yeah.
All categories that Rossi's the lowest at, and then we can go through the
Yeah,
categories
we'll
that
do
I'm the
all-
lowest. Go ahead. What's Rossi the lowest at?
So lowest is long-term memory at 0. And then we've got Kris at 59.
Okay,
And
next.
then we've got the working memory. Rossi is at 21, and Kris is at 34.
So Rossi's at the bottom of that one again.
And then it's the logic and reasoning. Again, so Rossi, 8, 1 point difference. Kris, 9.
Yes.
And Pretty, 50.
So
50.
50. So the logic and reasoning all comes from one part of the team.
That's so funny.
So you need to listen to her more often,
I-
actually.
Let's
I
go
listen-
next.
Chris listens to me all the
I
time.
listen to Pretty all the time. This guy doesn't listen to Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should listen to her more often. Okay, let's talk about processing speed. So Rossi is 27,
Yep.
Okay.
and Kris 44,
Yep.
and Pretty 60.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So can I just say,
She's
you
out.
have,
Can you just let the woman finish? Wait, start arguing about it at the end.
Yeah,
Let
at
her
the end.
finish.
Let her finish. Rossi's getting very angry.
See, I'm getting angry now.
Exactly. And then visual processing, and we'll do visual and auditory together. So Rossi, you exactly the same on both, 58, 58.
Okay.
And that's in green. Those are your only greens. So work on that. Work on your strengths, okay? Not on your weaknesses.
Visual processing.
And Kris, you below on your visual, you 30 and 68 on auditory. So you listen rather, you hear better than see.
You
So,
don't see. Okay.
Yeah.
so
You prefer information heard
Yes.
rather than seen.
yeah, that's true. Does that mean that I like people to tell me the information, I don't have
Yes,
to read the information?
yes,
that's
Oh my
yes.
gosh, that is so true.
Yes, exactly.
true.
So
So
it'd be
true.
interesting what your self-awareness said when you did your self-awareness assessment to
said
see if
that.
you saw that in
Yeah,
yourself.
I did. I
You
did.
did.
I hate
Okay,
people
and
there.
Pretty, your visual is 74, way up there, and your auditory is 81. So you've got a good balance.
Nice.
Your auditory is slightly stronger, but good balance. You can hear or see
okay.
information.
And that's
Thank
it.
you.
These are all the
So can I just
factors.
clarify again?
Yeah.
Rossi was lowest on the entire thing, then followed by me, then followed by Pretty.
I got,
Yeah,
Uh,
Rossi got more.
Thank you.
I got
more
4.
lower
Yes.
than-
You got 1 lowest. I got 4 lowest.
Yeah, so they put us on the same path.
Well,
Totally
no,
not.
because Rossi got 2 greens, right, for visual and auditory.
Yeah, but I was
And
ahead of
Kris-
him.
No, Kris got 2 as well,
Yeah.
but for different cognitive skills, long-term memory and auditory processing. So your long-term memory is stronger, and your auditory processing is more or less the same.
We need a podium here.
And
Sorry.
then
I know you're
go
getting
ahead.
technical. We need a
Yeah.
podium. Pretty's first.
Yeah.
I'll be standing on second. Rossi, you've come in third. Thank you very much.
This test is a load of rubbish.
Oh, don't say that.